This appendix offers a quick overview of a few key concepts that have been meaningful in my own day-to-day life. If you can become more motivated, more focused, better at setting goals and making good decisions, then you're a long way down the path to becoming more productive. There are, of course, other ideas in this book that also help when we are managing other people, when we are trying to learn faster, when we need to innovate faster. Each of those areas of productivity have their own insights as well. To make teams more effective, manage the how, not the who of teams. Psychological safety emerges when everyone feels like they can speak in roughly equal measure, and when teammates show they are sensitive to how each other feel. If you are leading a team, think about the message your choices reveal. Are you encouraging equality in speaking, or rewarding the loudest people? Are you showing you are listening by repeating what people say and replying to questions and thoughts? Are you demonstrating sensitivity by reacting when someone seems upset or flustered? Are you showcasing that sensitivity so other people will follow your lead? To manage others productively, lean and agile management techniques tell us employees work smarter and better when they believe they have more decision-making authority and when they believe their colleagues are committed to their success. By pushing decision-making to whoever is closest to a problem, managers take advantage of everyone's expertise and unlock innovation. A sense of control can fuel motivation, but for that drive to produce insights and solutions, people need to know their suggestions won't be ignored and that their mistakes won't be held against them. To encourage innovation, creativity often emerges by combining old ideas in new ways, and innovation brokers are key. To become a broker yourself and encourage brokerage within your organization, be sensitive to your own experiences. Paying attention to how things make you think and feel is how we distinguish cliches from real insights. Study your own emotional reactions. Recognize that the stress that emerges amid the creative process isn't a sign everything is falling apart. Rather, creative desperation is often critical. Anxiety can be what often pushes us to see old ideas in new ways. Finally, remember that the relief accompanying a creative breakthrough, while sweet, can also blind us to alternatives. By forcing ourselves to critique what we've already done, by making ourselves look at it from different perspectives, by giving new authority to someone who didn't have it before, we retain clear eyes. To absorb data better, when we encounter new information, we should force ourselves to do something with it. Write yourself a note explaining what you just learned, or figure out a small way to test an idea, or graph a series of data points onto a piece of paper, or force yourself to explain an idea to a friend. Every choice we make in life is an experiment. The trick is getting ourselves to see the data embedded in those decisions, and then to use it somehow so we learn from it. What's most important throughout all these concepts is the foundational idea undergirding these lessons, the tissue that connects the 8 insights at the heart of this book. Productivity is about recognizing choices that other people often overlook. It's about making certain decisions in certain ways. The way we choose to see our own lives, the stories we tell ourselves, and the goals we push ourselves to spell out in detail. The culture we establish among teammates, the ways we frame our choices and manage the information in our lives. Productive people and companies force themselves to make choices most other people are content to ignore. Productivity emerges when people push themselves to think differently. When I was working on this book, I came upon a story that I loved, one of my favorite books in the book. The tale involved Negley, the man who essentially created the modern shipping transportation industry and the economies of whole continents. They explained that McLean was so productive because he was fanatically obsessed with a single idea. I devoted many, many hours to learning about McLean. I wrote several drafts of his story, determined to fit it into this book. In the end, however, none of them worked. The lesson he offered, that a single-minded devotion to an idea can spur massive change, turned out not to be as universal and important as the other concepts I wanted to explain. McLean's story was interesting, but not vital. What worked for him doesn't work for everyone. There are lots of examples where fanatical devotion has backfired. His insight wasn't big enough to about the other great ideas of this book. And yet the time I spent researching McLean was worth it, because describing that book helped me understand the mechanics of focus. My mental model of this book kept conflicting with what I was learning about McLean. My smart plan for the McLean story didn't match up with my stretch goal of describing universally applicable lessons. In other words, researching McLean helped me figure out what this book was supposed to be about. It served as a valuable reminder of how productivity actually functions. Productivity doesn't mean that every action is efficient. It doesn't mean that waste never occurs. In fact, as Disney learned, sometimes you have to foster tension to encourage creativity. Sometimes a misstep is the most important phone call along the path to success. But in the end, if you learn how to recognize certain choices that, to many, might not be obvious, then you can become smarter, faster, and better over time. Anyone can become more creative, more focused, better at framing their goals and making wise decisions. Schools can be transformed by changing how people absorb data. Teams can be taught how to learn from mistakes, use tension to their advantage, and make what seems like misspent hours into lessons getting them closer to their goals. Schools can be remade by empowering the people closest to a problem. The lives of senior citizens can be remade by teaching them to become subversives.